I've gotten some really good gigs because of social media. It's not just me posting about how awesome I am, because social media is like, it's sort of like a cocktail party. And if you're the person who walks into a cocktail party and crows about how fantastic they are, this is what's going to happen. Oh, great. I'm just going to go and talk to someone else over there because you're insufferable. But if you use social media like a cocktail party and you show up prepared to have a conversation, a genuine, authentic conversation, and build a genuine relationship, then people will stand there and you can throw in the fact that you are a broker or you're a realtor. That just becomes part of your organic conversation. And by the way, you have a lot to offer because you're an expert in something. So let me explain something. Before I talk about Give Your Time, I want to share, wait, before I do that, let me ask you, does anybody here use LinkedIn for leads? One person? Two people? Do you use do you buy like lead generator stuff? You don't do that? Where do you, okay, because I have been getting an inordinate number of people who reach out to me on LinkedIn. They don't introduce themselves, and I can see in their bio they're a realtor. And I'm like, I don't fucking know you. Why would I link in with you? Why would I invite you into my sphere of influence? I don't know who you are. So I do this thing occasionally where if I find somebody who seems potentially interesting, who hasn't had the courtesy to introduce themselves or engage on my content before reaching out, I do this. I literally send them a private message and I go, hi, since we've never met in real life before, I was curious to know why you want to link in with me. Is there a project you'd like to work on? So I did that. I don't do it a lot because I don't have time to do it, but occasionally I saw this guy, his name was Bruce, and he works in the financial industry. And because I work with DDM, which is a financial services company, I was like, well, maybe there's a connection there because I'm an opportunist. So I private message this guy, and I give him that little line, and he responds. And he said, well, actually, I run concerts on a private island in the Kawarthas to raise money for Ronald McDonald House. And I do that by booking bands from the 80s and 90s. And I figured that you and I would have a lot in common. I was like, fair, that's interesting. Tell me more. Now remember, this guy's perfect stranger. Tell me more. Well, we start private messaging, and it turns out that his in-laws have a cottage on the same street as me in the Kawarthas. Okay, crazy, right? And then we talk some more, private message, same conversation. The band that he was bringing in is 5440, which just happens to be one of my favorite bands, and I'm kind of friends with them. Guess what happens? A month later, he has sent a private boat to pick me up, to take to the island to watch him raise $40,000 for Ronald McDonald House. Well, I didn't do it. What I did do is I took the time to build a genuine, authentic relationship. That's what you need to do. Don't just send out these shitty link in with me requests. Take the time to comment on your peers' posts or your potential clients, your collaborators. Send them a private message that actually explains why you want to meet them and why it would be mutually beneficial to connect, or what you're offering them. There's this guy in my neighborhood who is quite outspoken in our private Facebook group. Are you guys in private Facebook groups, like your neighborhood group, where everybody tells you what the best landscaper is, or where you find the best babysitter or the best restaurant? There's this guy in mine, I think his name is Trevor, don't quote me. Trevor is so generous. When anybody asks for something in the neighborhood, Trevor's there. He knows a good landscaper. He knows the best Thai restaurant. Here's what happened. Recently, someone said, does anybody know a good realtor? 5 people went, oh, you should connect to Trevor. Trevor's the best. Talk to Trevor. Trevor knows how to build relationships. He doubled down on his community. He's probably doing other marketing. This costs him nothing except time and karma. He's giving without asking. And he didn't, by the way, jump in and say, I will be your realtor. It was other people, because other people knew him from the community. So social media is your best friend if you use it authentically. I know a lot of people in the world. Let me just ask you, do you guys do a lot of sponsorships, like sponsoring conferences or like the Little League team, or do you do that? Yeah. Yes. So the problem these days is you're not making a lot of money these days. So as much as you would like to donate and help these events or charities, a lot of charities, people in the world of real estate are very generous to sponsor events. Why not instead donate your time? Why not, when someone reaches out to you, we need some money to do this event, why can't you say to them, right now all my dollars are invested, but do you need somebody to help sell tickets? Or do you need somebody to work the door? Or do you need somebody to coach the Little League team? And that way, I think Mark or Marianne said this, you're in there. Oh, I think actually you said it, Richard. You're in there. You are amidst people, and they're getting to know you as a stand-up guy or gal. And then you drop in that you are also in the real estate business. Well, they like you, they trust you, and you're bringing value to them.